Okay, good morning, guys. Hope you're having a great day. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't. But first, just by looking, let's talk about this first. HK, if you're listening, you also pointed this out, and I think it's pretty evident that if you haven't noticed this yet, I hope you guys also look at it. Because usually when we have some sort of range that gets built up, right? When there's a range that gets built up, there's usually a big move towards one way. All right. There's usually and this is a very tight range we have. So we're expecting one move one way or the other. And the last 7 8 days, because of this tight range, tight move, premiums have come down. All right, their premiums are down. I'm going to talk about this a little after why I'm saying this on puts and calls. Right, not by a lot, but still premiums have died a little bit because of low IV, and you can take advantage of those before the move happens. I'm exactly going to talk in which way. Calls or puts doesn't matter. Whatever you believe in, whatever your bias may be, it's up to you. Okay, but now first, let's just go over this. So we already know that we're stuck in this range, 4,000, 4,200, we already know that range. And for now, instead of 4,300, 4,200 is now will be even harder, okay? Will be even harder. Okay, to understand why, please go to Premarket, read this gamma report, understand why, and our call was also sitting at 4,200, and then that. And then there's a strong support at 4,000, no doubt, there's strong support. And then another important level is volatility trigger at 4110. I would say a build up under 4100 if happens. 4,000 not far. I would obviously supports along the way. All right. So keep an eye on 110. The reason being is because today ECB gave us some data. So some of their points, their inflation, one of their inflation in the parts hit a record high of 8.1%. Please go read it up online for more details. Right, they'll be increasing their interest by 25 basis points at the July meeting, and they've also downgraded their growth forecast. All right, so they've downgraded that, and if you just go on Europe chart, let's just go over DAX first now. Just like this on SPX, we have our range build up here, and so far it's breaking to the downside. Let's see. This is still a strong support level. This is still a strong support level, so don't get me wrong. But let's see what happens here. Let's see if they can hold this and bounce, because tomorrow we have our CPI print tomorrow, okay, in North America, and let's see what happens. All right, but for now, DAX is showing some weakness. Let's see if it holds this level. If it fails this support level, then obviously we can visit much further. If Europe stocks are weak, then obviously that will lead into North American as well. All right, because we'll see if their economy is not going to be strong, then ours is also not going to be strong. Okay. But for now, 4,200 will be hard for 4,000 strong support. Volatility trigger at 4110. A build up under 4,100. If it happens, 4,000 is not far on SPX. All right, and then under 4,000, if we don't hold, things can get ugly again. But I personally really hope, like I'm not biased here, that we go towards 4,200, 4,300 first, and then I would love to place my shorts there. But the reason I was talking about this, the low premium, if you have a big account with equity and you don't have any hedges in place, you can maybe buy some puts now if you want while they're cheap. In case a downside move happens, those puts will go up by 100, 500, even 1,000%, some of them. All right, if we get the downside move out of this expansion. All right, our 2 red days out of this, puts will go up by a lot. That's if you have huge equity. And if you're bullish, you think the market's going to go up, whatever reason, then you can buy some calls. All right, and which same thing as puts will also go up by a lot of percentage. Personally, I don't know what happens here. I'm going to wait for the confirmation. I'm simply going to wait for this to be taken out and see if it holds, or I'm going to wait for this to be taken to a downside. Once I have my confirmations in, I will add on to my positions. Okay, and that's that. And apart from that, before somebody asks me about JPM is looking much better now. Right, I'm still holding on to my position. I'm still holding on to it. It needs a close below 127 and a hold under 127 and then 123. All right, if it can get a hold under 127 with a 123 plus and under, I think these puts will pay, and then we eventually have the gap fills at 118 or 19 here, and then we will retest the lows here 115. Okay, we have until July, mid-July. Let's see what happens until then, and we'll go on from there. Okay, but so far not bad. Puts are back in play on it, but again, it has to hold under 127. Okay, and into OPEX, and next week, if the market is strong, it moves, then obviously JPM will also go up, banks will go up. For now, a small weakness, but again, this can just be a slight pullback here, our retest of the support, right? a retest of this support. But if we hold under this support, a build up under here happens, then we can signal some more weakness. All right, so let's see how that will go. And Tesla HK also pointed out, I was reading, they got an upgrade by UBS. They got an upgrade by UBS, and their China production numbers are 33K versus 30K. I need to read more on this before I make any comments. But Tesla, I think that's the reason it's green pre-market. But Tesla, I think at 750 is hard for Tesla. 750 is very hard, and upside will be for me. Hold on, let me give you guys a number. Upside will be this. The upside target, I need to go on the weekly. Just give me 1 second. Where's my number? It's 66. Okay, one thing, this 200 MA will eventually get caught on Tesla. I think that's where the real bounce will happen, at the 200 MA in the coming months. Okay, that's the reason I'm so patient on Tesla. Because even if Tesla goes up here and I miss my equity chance, I'm sure that's when I at least come revisit these levels. That's just my own bias. I could be wrong, and I can add equity here again then. Okay, so that's my theory behind Tesla. So I'm not worried on missing it, because the way the economic outlook is, things are looking in the coming months, I do see the market lower. That's just my own opinion, just saying. Where's my level on Tesla? Okay, so I don't have the average up here, but anyways, 750 will be hard, and then obviously the top of this range you can short, or if it gets to this 50 MA, this 50 MA will be around 840, 830 in case if the market is strong. In case if the market is strong, then the short I'm looking at is when Tesla hits the 50 MA on the daily. All right, daily, and then obviously I'll be looking at the weekly charts as well. Okay, and for now 8 and 21 EMAs are working great. Pay attention to 8 and 21 EMAs, because we've been in range for a while. If we hold under 8 EMA and 21 EMA on Tesla, then we can definitely have a downtrend. If we get above it on both averages, we can have a little uptrend towards the 50 EMA on the daily. All right, so let's see how that one will go out. And also, China was seeing a lot of inflows, but now we have the IPO news that I think they're not considering it no more. Again, on the daily, we're at the 200 MA on Baba. Huge move here. That's how Baba moves. Sean, you're absolutely right. It moves like a penny stock sometimes, right? But again, Baba 120 won't be easy. Like, this is not going to be easy. This is where it would kept getting rejected. I actually should have bought puts yesterday. I really wanted to buy puts. I don't know why, but it was just too strong. But today we're down pre-market. That's the thing with Baba. Let's see what happens. I'm not in any position in Baba, but maybe once it settles, I may look to add something. Long or short, I don't know yet. Long or short. All right, long or short. On the weekly, we can absolutely test the 21 EMA. The worst thing to happen on Baba here this week, the worst thing that can happen is if we close under 107. All right, if we close under 107 by Friday, that's the worst thing that can happen to Baba. We likely will visit towards hundreds again then. So 107 plus hold is a must. So far, Baba's trading at 119, 115. So as long as it's above 107, all right. 107 is a number on Baba for me. As long as we hold above 107, there's good chances this can see continued upside. But the big move already happened. Let's see what happens here, and maybe this is the time to buy, right? So who knows? But again, I'm going to be patient until the CPI print tomorrow, and then next week we have VIX on June 15th, and then we got June 17th OPEX. All right, so a lot will be going on in the market, and market is about to get exciting again. Okay, we were patient, we waited, and I hope the patience, you guys understand why we were patient, right? If we go on the daily chart, I hope you guys understand. Why would you want to play this market right here in a range, right? Fast scalps work, but our patience for the last 8 days is justified. All right, so I hope you guys understand where the experience comes in. Okay, so thank you so